This time I sent you guys a. Did you see? I sent you an app, a web app.
Right,
हाँ तो उसमें in
right.
case you ever want to read up, just read it. It has all the just very high level. What is the main teaching of Gita is there. But what
But
I wanted
Nishu,
to.
I could not open it.
Oh, you could open it.
I couldn't open it.
Oh,
I don't know. I tried, but मेरे से खुला नहीं.
okay. I
Anyway,
will send you. I'll send it to you again.
okay,
ठीक है? Then you open it. It's very easy. It's just a link. If you just go to the
okay.
website and go write geetadialogues.com,
Hmm.
you'll get it.
Okay, you
Geeta
send me the
Dialogues.
link. I'll open
I'll
it.
send you the link. And you can save it on your home screen. So then
Okay.
then it becomes like this. जैसे मेरा है ना?
Mm-hmm.
So it's this thing. Can you see this? It becomes like an app on the home screen.
No,
ये वाली है ना? This one,
okay, हाँ.
this one.
अच्छा,
Sorry.
अच्छा.
Anyway, so it becomes like an app. Anyway, that is just to tell you that that is there. But I wanted to just talk to you about how we have addressed Gita here, just to kind of get a proper picture. So, अगर आप गीता को देखोगे ना तो डिपेंडिंग अपॉन कौन सा ट्रेडिशन, कौन सी परंपरा से आप पढ़ रहे हो, गीता का डिफरेंट डिफरेंट सार्स और डिफरेंट डिफरेंट थिंग्स कम आउट. सो गीता जो है इट्स अ वेरी, इट्स गॉट एवरीथिंग. सो जैसे कुछ परंपराएं हैं जो कि द्वैत परंपरा है, और जो बेसिकली दे डोंट टॉक अबाउट मोक्षा एंड ऑल दैट मच, बट दे से कैसे पुनर्जन्म होता है, कर्म कर्म लॉ ऑफ कर्मा कैसे होता है, तुम ये काम करोगे तो ये बनोगे, ऐसा करोगे तो ऐसा नेक्स्ट लाइफ में ऐसा होगा. सो दैट इज वन sort of way of looking at the Gita, right? It talks about afterlife. कि
Hmm.
वो भी हम करेंगे नेक्स्ट क्लास में, चैप्टर 8 में. ही स्टार्ट्स टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस कि तुम अगर ऐसी जिंदगी व्यतीत करोगे तो तुम आगे जाके ऐसे बनोगे. सो दैट इज वन पार्ट वे. देन सम पीपल लुक एट गीता टोटली फ्रॉम अ भक्ति परस्पेक्टिव, जैसे कि भगवान कृष्ण को ही सब कुछ समझ के भगवान कृष्ण की इमेज अपने सामने रखो और उन्हीं में सब समर्पण कर दो, उन्हीं को सब करो, भगवान कृष्ण इज एवरीथिंग. सो इट्स अ वेरी भक्ति मूवमेंट, वो भी गीता में है. सम पीपल गो मोर अबाउट कर्म योग, वो भी गीता में है. सम पीपल टॉक अबाउट ज्ञान, भाई कैसे तुम्हारा अस्तित्व क्या है, तुम्हारी आत्मा क्या है, और कैसे तुम अपनी आत्मा को पहचान सकते हो. दैट इज ऑल्सो गीता. So, yes, so Gita has everything and more also. Gita also has, in the last few chapters of the Gita, there's a lot of instruction about what to do. सच बोलो, अपने आप को शुद्ध रखो, फल पौधों का ख्याल रखो. यू नो खाना कौन सा खाना चाहिए आपको. यू शुड ईट सात्विक फूड. यू नो आप लोगों से व्यवहार कैसा करना चाहिए, ये भी सब कुछ गीता में है. सो गीता इज अ, दे से इट्स अ कॉन्डेंसेशन ऑफ द वेद इटसेल्फ. मतलब जो कुछ वेदों में है वो सब गीता में आ गया है. मेडिटेशन भी आपको मैंने लास्ट टाइम बताया था, मेडिटेशन भी है गीता में. देन कैसे ठीक तरह से मंत्र वगैरह करने चाहिए, कैसे जप पूजा करनी चाहिए, वो भी है. सो देर आर मेनी डिफरेंट थिंग्स ऑफ द गीता, एंड इफ यू वांट टू लर्न ईच ऑफ देम इन डिटेल इट विल टेक अ लॉन्ग टाइम, right? So you can't, nobody is going to teach you everything in great detail. We can do that also, but then you're not getting anything in detail. You'll get an overview. So depending upon who you're learning from and what your interest is, you can delve into different parts of the Gita. सो हमारी जो मेरा एक क्लासमेट है आईआईएम से, अहमदाबाद से, उसने एक कोई गुरु है इस्कॉन के गुरु, उनको अपना गुरु मान के ही हैज डन सम वीडियोज विद हिम, कॉन्वर्सेशंस. उनको कहा है कि क्वेश्चंस पूछे हैं और उनको कहा है गीता का मुझे सारांश दो. So over a span of about 35 or 40 videos, he's given the Saransh of Gita. Now that is very different in a way, not totally different, but rather different from the way I have been taught Gita, because he goes deeply into Punarjanam, and you know he goes into the grace of God, कि भगवान है, भगवान ने तुमको ग्रेस करते हैं, तो मतलब as if भगवान जी is really there, and he is the one who's creating everything, who's giving you grace, who's causing you happiness. Surrender at his feet, it's a slightly different not a different interpretation, but a different emphasis of how Gita is studied. So what I wanted to tell you was that the way that I have been taught Gita, and I am sort of explaining it to you, is in a slightly different way than all this. And you'll see that, I don't talk about Punarjanam much. एंड आई डोंट टॉक अबाउट कि भगवान के ऊपर कर दो क्योंकि भगवान की मूर्ति लेके पूजा करो, ऑल दोस थिंग्स वी डोंट से. सो व्हाट आई टॉक अबाउट इज, इट्स कॉल्ड ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन ऑफ योर सेल्फ थ्रू गीता. कैसे इसी जन्म में, पुनर्जन्म में नहीं, इसी जन्म में कैसे तुम अपने आप को, अपना जीवन ज्यादा शांति से व्यतीत कर सकते हो, कैसे तुम अभी अ, खुशी और शांति से you can stay and you can have relationships with others and all that. That is what the Gita defines as moksha. So we are talking about the concept, focus on yourself. How can I improve myself to become happier and more at peace? So this is a particular thread of the Gita, which is supported by Advait Vedanta. So that's what we are talking about. So I thought I'll clarify this to you because अगर ऐसे आपको अब गीता का पता चल रहा है तो आप ज्यादा ज्यादा सुनोगे, लोगों की बातें सुनोगे, और people will tell you things. You'll automatically start noticing the differences. I don't know whether you have so far noticed yourself, because गीता तो सबने, प्रवचन तो सबने सुने हुए हैं लोगों के, है ना. So that's how Gita is. It is depending upon what lens you're looking at, what is your need, what is your objective. Gita answers it accordingly. So जैसे मैंने आपको अब ये जो भेजा है, जो मैंने आपको ऐप बताया है, दिस इज इन माय माइंड. आई हैड I created it, or I wrote it for a person who's educated, not superstitious, may not even be a Hindu, might even say I'm a Christian, right? Or anything like that. May not believe in life after death, may not believe in particular form of Ishwar. But the message of the Gita is completely relevant even to that person. So you'll see what I've tried to do is to strip off everything. No Sanskrit, नो कृष्ण भगवान, ज्यादा नहीं, थोड़ा बहुत तो है ही गीता में. नो पुनर्जन्म, नो, none of those things. How can I find satisfaction today in very simple language? So that is also Gita. And because that is of more interest to me, I have, and this is how I have learned. So that is what I have written, and that is how I will be also conveying to you. But if you're interested in other stuff also, we will do that too. Chapter 8 very much is about Punarjanam. उसके बाद chapter 14, 15 तो है ही पुरुषोत्तम योग, 16, 17, 18 they are about धर्मा, कैसे धार्मिक जीवन व्यतीत कर सकते हो, वो भी है. सो वो सब भी हम करेंगे. बट द एम्फोसिस इज ऑन हाउ टू बी एट पीस. It's not, emphasis is not how to be dharmic. You have to be dharmic, but why do you want to be dharmic? You want to be dharmic because you want to be at peace. Not
Yes.
because it is the right thing to do. कि किसी ने कह दिया कि धर्म बनना है. then it is a forced dharmic. Then you're forcing it about yourself. Without understanding, you're just following a belief. लेकिन you want to be at peace, ये तो this is the most natural instinct of every human being. We all want to be at peace. So dharma is a means to be at peace. Doing the right thing is a means for you to be at peace. So that is the way in which, like, at least I have looked at the Gita. Make sense?
Does make lot of,
Yeah.
yes.
So उसमें the first thing, मैंने पहले भी आपको बोला था, but I want to emphasize it again. The first thing in this process is to understand what Gita calls, or what Vedanta even calls, samsara. ये जो संसार है, संसार संस्कृत में उसे कहते हैं संसार, और संसार हिंदी में कहते हैं संसार. ये संसार क्या है, एंड व्हाट डज इट मीन टू बी अ संसारी? तो उसमें गीता सेज के, एंड आई एम गोइंग टू कंबाइन गीता एंड वेदांता हियर. दे से जो संसारी संसार है, इट्स एन एटीट्यूड ऑफ द माइंड. दैट इज व्हाट संसार है. जब हम कहते हैं ना हम संसार में फंसे हुए हैं, इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि हम इस दुनिया में फंसे हुए हैं फिजिकली, कि हमको दुनिया से मुक्ति चाहिए. नहीं, संसार का मतलब है हम संसार में फंसे हैं, मतलब हमारा मेंटल एटीट्यूड जो है उसमें फंसे हुए हैं. हमारा एक सोचने का तरीका है, उसमें हम फंसे हुए हैं. दैट इज संसार. और संसारी और ज्ञानी, दीज आर द टू alternate states in the Gita. Samsari is one state, Jnani is another state. In between is a Karam Yogi or a yogi. So yogi is an intermediate state. Samsari is what we are. हमारा सोचने का तरीका है वो हमको संसारी बनाता है. वही हम इसी दुनिया में, सेम प्लेस, सेम पीपल, सेम एवरीथिंग, वी कैन बिकम अ ज्ञानी ऑल्सो. वॉट हैज टू चेंज? हमारा सोचने का तरीका. दैट हैज टू चेंज. बिटवीन संसारी एंड ज्ञानी द डिफरेंस इज सोचने का तरीका, आर एटीट्यूड, आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग. दैट इज वॉट द डिफरेंस इज. And it is not something you can go from here to here right away in one go. It takes time. So the journey from here, from samsari to jnani, that journey, that process, in that way you have to go through a transition phase. That transitional phase is called yoga or yogi. So a person who is in transition, वो कहता है मैं संसारी हूं लेकिन मैं ज्ञानी बनना चाहता हूं. That person is called a yogi. You can call it a कर्म योगी और भक्ति योगी या जो भी है. तुम योगी हो बिकॉज तुमने जान लिया है कि मेरा जो संसारी एटीट्यूड है वो मुझे प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट कर रहा है, मुझे वो बदलना है और मुझे ज्ञानी बनना है. तो तुम योगी बनते हो. सो तुम वो चीजें करते हो जिनसे कि तुम अपना एटीट्यूड चेंज कर सको. और डिफरेंस क्या है? जो संसारी का जो एटीट्यूड है, वो हमारा एटीट्यूड है, उससे हमको क्या मिलता है? सुख और दुख. कभी सुख कभी दुख, कभी सुख कभी दुख, सुख दुख ऐसे मिलता है ऊपर नीचे. और हमारे मन में डीप इनसाइड, हमारे मन में एंजाइटी होती है, रेस्टलेसनेस होती है, डर होता है. एकदम भीतर, एकदम अंदर बहुत डर है. डर है कि जो मेरे पास है वो खो जाएगा, फिर मेरा क्या होगा? या डर है कि यू नो मैं काबिल नहीं हूं, मैं कमजोर हूं, मैं काबिल नहीं हूं, मेरे में हिम्मत नहीं है, मेरे में आई कांट स्टैंड ऑन माई ओन, आई नीड सपोर्ट. ये जो डर होता है, दिस इज इन द बेसिक deep inside us. And on top, what are we finding? Sukh and dukh. Depending upon the circumstances. आज circumstances अच्छे हैं तो हम खुश हो गए, कल circumstances खराब हो गए तो हम दुखी हो गए. This up and down, sukh and dukh, on the platform of dar, on the platform of anxiety, is the hallmark of a samsari. ठीक है, this is what samsar gives you. Now what is a ज्ञानी? Gita tells you very clearly. It says ज्ञानी is a person who is not, जिसके मन में डर है ही नहीं, उसके मन में चिंता नहीं है. ही डजंट थिंक मेरा क्या होगा, मरने के बाद मुझे क्या होगा, या अगर मुझे ये खो जाएगा तो मेरा क्या होगा, मेरे मेरे लव्ड वंस को कुछ हो जाएगा तो मुझे क्या होगा. ज्ञानी के मन में पूरा कॉन्फिडेंस है, ज्ञानी के मन में पूरा क्या कहते हैं, देयर इज नो फियर. दैट इज वन थिंग. एंड सेकेंड, जब circumstances go up and down, ज्ञानी doesn't go up and down with them. When the circumstances go very high, it's not कि ज्ञानी is छलांगे मार रहा है छत पे जाके. And when the circumstances go low, it's not कि ज्ञानी रो के डिप्रेशन में पड़ा हुआ है. ज्ञानी maintains a stable state through up and down, and deep inside him or her, there is no fear. This journey, this state of Jnani is also called moksha, is also called liberation. So, गीता हमको क्या कहती है? कहती है कि तुम सन्यासी वाली, तुम संसारी स्टेट से ज्ञानी स्टेट की तरफ जाओ. उसके लिए मैं आपको रास्ता बताती हूँ. द रास्ता इज योगा. और बड़े सारे योगा हैं, ज्ञान, कर्म, भक्ति, ये सब है. लेकिन तुम ये समझो कि तुम कर क्या रहे हो. धर्म, ये भी एक योगा है, एक तरीका है. तुम धर्म क्यों कर रहे हो? इसलिए कर रहे हो कि तुम ज्ञानी बनो. तुम्हारा जो इंटरनल स्टेट है, दैट शुड बी ऑफ अ ज्ञानी. दैट इज वाई. सो व्हेन दीज थिंग्स आर क्लियर, when you know your objective is clear, then all the means don't become a sacrifice anymore. Then they become tools. नहीं तो अभी क्या होगा, हमको पता ही नहीं है, हमको कहते हैं कि धार्मिक बनो, चीटिंग इज बैड. अब चीटिंग इज बैड, लेकिन all around us people are cheating, right? And then we, on the one hand we say we will not cheat because that is bad, but then on the other hand हमारे मन में प्रॉब्लम हो रही है कि what is this, उसको देखो वो चीट करके they are doing so well, and I'm being good and I'm suffering, right? That's because we don't know why I'm following dharma. Because I think dharma is being followed because मुझे लगता है कि धार्मिक मैं बनूंगी because मेरी मम्मी ने मुझे कहा है धार्मिक बनना चाहिए, या बिकॉज पंडित जी ने कहा है धार्मिक बनना चाहिए, या गीता में लिखा है, या मे भी धर्म करूंगी तो मुझे पुण्य मिलेगा, तो अगले जन्म में शायद मुझे अच्छा उसका रिवॉर्ड मिलेगा. You're seeking a reward for your dharma, but you don't know what the reward is. You're thinking the reward is maybe some swarag tomorrow or something else. But if you know why you're doing this dharma, or why you're doing this thing, what is the end result of it that you're seeking, then you will do it. It's not a sacrifice. It's like you do it happily because you know that you want to be in a better state, right? So that is the journey of the Gita, according to the interpretation or the way that Advaita Vedanta has been teaching, or the way that I have been addressing it. Because here we are not talking about Punarjanam, right? We are not saying कि अगले जन्म में क्या होना चाहिए. We are saying इसी जन्म में अभी I have to change my attitude. Moksha is not something you achieve after death. You achieve right now. And I'm not saying be dharmic because dharmic होना अच्छी बात है. No, I'm saying be dharmic so that you can be happy. And we are not saying ke be dharmic or be a karma yogi. Why? So that you can be happy, right? If you understand this properly, how by being a karma yogi I'll be happy, then you will be a karma yogi. Then you don't need any outside agency to push you. You'll be motivated. But you have to understand, you have to know this. जब समझ आ जाती है बात की, then we do it. जब समझ नहीं आती तो then motivation is not there. So far so good. Do you follow what I said?
Yes.
Any
Yeah.
questions? Any doubts?
But Nittu, one thing I want to ask you.
Hmm.
You know, sometimes what you are going through is because of your last Janam's karma. I feel it that way. I must have done something bad in my last birth or in this birth only. So I'm getting the results of that. So I say nobody is responsible for misbehaving with me, but I myself are responsible for
Yeah,
it.
yeah. See,
Is it the right attitude?
it is the right attitude for you, but remember this. You're thinking like this because you are a samsari. We are all samsaris. एज अ
Hmm.
संसारी, जब हमारे को ऊपर नीचे होती है ना चीजें, हमको बहुत दुख होता है। जब हमारे साथ कुछ बुरा हादसा होता है, हमको बहुत दुख होता है।
Hmm.
हमको लगता है हमारी जिंदगी खत्म हो गई, ऐसे लगता है ना? बिकॉज हम
Yes,
संसारी हैं। अगर हमको ऐसे लगेगा तो हमको इसका कोई आंसर चाहिए। क्यों ऐसे हुआ मेरे साथ? क्यों हुआ? बिकॉज दिस दिस इज द नेचुरल क्वेश्चन यू आस्क गॉड। भगवान मेरे
yes.
साथ ऐसा क्यों हुआ?
Hmm.
उसमें फिर देन यू हैव टू गिव एन आंसर। सो यू कैन से गिव टू आंसर्स। वन आंसर इज कि दुनिया का कसूर है। अदर आंसर इज आपका अपना कसूर है। सो गीता कहती है अगर आप संसारी हो और अगर आपको चाहिए ही आंसर, देन इट इज बेटर टू से मेरा कसूर है। इसलिए बेटर टू थिंक मेरे कर्मों का नतीजा है।
Hmm.
बिकॉज दैट वे एटलीस्ट यू विल बी अ लिटिल बिट एट पीस। अगर आप
Yes,
ये सोचोगे कि ये मेरे कर्मों का नतीजा नहीं है, ये दुनिया मेरे साथ बुरा कर रही है, देन तो यू विल बी वेरी रेस्टलेस। आपको
yes,
दुनिया पे गुस्सा चढ़ जाएगा, आपको आपको शांति ही नहीं मिलेगी। लेकिन अगर आप
बिल्कुल,
ये सोचोगे कि ये मेरे ही कर्मों का नतीजा है, तो आपको कुछ देर के लिए शांति मिल जाएगी।
बिल्कुल,
You can't blame anybody. So this is a mechanism that Gita has for a
yes.
samsari to be a little bit at peace. लेकिन अगर
Hmm.
आप ज्ञानी होते ना, तो
Hmm.
आपको ये क्वेश्चन ही ना होता कि पुराने
बिल्कुल,
कर्म का है या अभी कर्म का है। बिकॉज यू वुड बी कंटेंट। यू वुड बी एबल टू सी द लॉसेस एंड द गेन्स इन परस्पेक्टिव। यू वुड रियलाइज कि दुनिया में ये तो होता ही रहता है। कल
बिल्कुल,
किसी और के साथ हुआ, आज मेरे साथ हुआ, उसके किसी और के बाद होगा, कल को मेरे से कुछ और बुरा हो जाएगा, परसों मेरे से अच्छा हो जाएगा। ये तो दुनिया में होता ही रहता है, बिकॉज दुनिया है ही ऐसी। मैंने
yes,
अपना जो सुख है, मैंने इसके साथ नहीं बांधना। मैंने अपना सुख अपने भीतर अंडरस्टैंड करना है। दैट इज अ
बिल-
ज्ञानी। दैट ज्ञानी डजंट नीड एनी एक्सटर्नल सपोर्ट विच सेज कि मेरे को मेरे पुराने कर्मों का नतीजा है या अच्छे कर्मों का नतीजा है। ज्ञानी डजंट, बिकॉज दोज थिंग्स आर लेस इंपॉर्टेंट टू द ज्ञानी। ज्ञानी सेज जैसे भी हो रहा है आसपास, मैं ठीक हूं। रिमेंबर गीता का जो द फर्स्ट गीता का जो फर्स्ट श्लोक है जो भगवान जी ने कहा था, 2:11, जब when he started speaking, he said अशोच्यान अन्वशोचस्त्वम प्रज्ञावादांश्च भाषसे गतासून अगतासूनश्च न अनुशोचन्ति पंडिताः। तो मेरे को याद हो गया ये श्लोक, बिकॉज दिस इज द फर्स्ट श्लोक। What he says, he's trying to explain what a pandit is, panditaha. He says a pandit is a person who doesn't get um, grieved, who doesn't get into suffering and depression by things which are changing, which are जिनसे कि आपको होनी ही नहीं चाहिए डिप्रेशन। Pandit doesn't get, that person doesn't get into these depressions. Whether something is alive or dead, it cannot depress. It cannot, grief is one thing. You can feel sorrow, of course. When you lose something, we will feel sorrow. Sorrow is fine. But to get into existential grief, existential suffering, is a samsari. जो, अगर आप देखोगे, जो बड़े बड़े साधु होते हैं, जो पहुंचे हुए लोग हैं, दे डोंट, हैव यू एवर सीन देम डिप्रेस्ड? हैव यू एवर सीन देम कि क्या हो गया, जिंदगी खत्म हो गई, ये ऐसे नहीं होते वो। दैट्स व्हाट ही इज ट्राइंग टू टेल अर्जुन, कि तेरा जो ये हाल हो रहा है, कि तेरे से धनुष गिर गया है, तू यहाँ बैठ चुका है, तू कहता है मैंने लड़ाई नहीं करनी, तू तो बिल्कुल धम हो गया है, फंस गया है यहाँ पे बिल्कुल, यू फॉलन। ये जो तेरा हाल है, ये ज्ञानियों का हाल नहीं है, ये संसारी का हाल है. दैट्स व्हाट ही वाज ट्राइंग टू टेल अर्जुन. सो ही वाज सेइंग कि अपने आप को संभालो, यू नो, बिकम ज्ञानी.
So the root cause is attachment only, no?
Well, root cause is samsara. Attachment is one form of samsara.
Because we are attached to a person, particular
Yes,
person.
but it could also be something else also, you see.
ज्यादा होता
In the case of Arjun, it was attachment to a person, but it
है.
could
हाँ.
also be fear. दुख, like because of किसी ने तुमको बुरी जगह डाल दिया, तुमको लगता है मुझे मार देगा ये. That can also cause you to immobilize. Fear can be that. Anger can do the same thing. There are a lot of intense emotions which can immobilize us completely. And these different emotions, they come from samsara. So the root cause is attachment, yes, but actually attachment ka root cause is samsara. Why do you have attachment? You have attachment because your attitude is कि मेरे को मुझे complete होने के लिए मुझे वो other person is needed. Without that other person, I am incomplete. That attitude is what causes attachment. If you were sure that you are fine, then you're relating to the other person, it will be love. There's a difference between love and attachment. So, love means you're giving, you're not expecting. Attachment is you're actually giving and expecting. And giving you're doing happily, but expecting you're doing also at the same time. And if you're not getting from that other person what you're expecting, then you're very unhappy. That is attachment, right? So, what is the reason for attachment? Why is it that I am attached, but a jnani is not attached? Because I feel deep inside me, I feel incomplete. I feel जब तक मुझे कोई और इंसान नहीं मिलेगा, किसी और का सहारा नहीं मिलेगा या किसी और का अप्रूवल नहीं मिलेगा, किसी और का साथ नहीं मिलेगा, तब तक मैं इनकम्प्लीट हूँ, तब तक मैं अधूरा हूँ या अधूरी हूँ. This feeling is the root cause of attachment, and that feeling comes from samsara. It's our deep down lack of understanding of ourselves. Deep down, we feel I am not adequate. I am not enough. You know, I don't deserve. This is a deep down feeling. And this feeling is samsara. And Gita says, ये feeling का कोई मतलब ही नहीं है, इसको होना ही नहीं चाहिए. Because तुम ऐसे हो ही नहीं. Because deep down what you are is not that person who feels you not to deserve. That is not what you are deep down. Deep down, you are nothing but Ishwar. You are a part of God. When you understand that, then you don't need anything, you know.
Mm.
So, so that is what Gita is trying to tell us. And one who understands that becomes a jnani. The difference between the jnani and a samsari is samsari doesn't understand it. Samsari feels I am not enough. I need more. I need more wealth. I need more people. I need more approval. I need more respect. you know, I need more power. All these things, you feel I need, because I will never be happy without them. That is a samsari. Because samsari doesn't know what samsari is not in touch with himself, doesn't know what is deep down in there with him. अब ज्ञानी को पता है कि
लाइट बंद करूं
मैं बिल्कुल ठीक हूँ. आई एम फाइन. So sure, if you want to give me wealth, I will go after wealth. Why not? I will go after love. I will go after everything. I will live in this world, try to get as much as I can and give as much as I can, enjoy. But the need is not there because the Jnani knows deep down that I am just as much God as the other person. There is no reason for me to think कि I am incomplete. कल को अगर सारी दुनिया मेरे से अलग हो जाएगी तो मैं फिर भी ठीक हूँ. you know I'm not that that feeling, that knowledge and understanding is Jnani. So this whole journey of the Gita, the whole journey is to take us from this feeling of incompleteness to this feeling of completeness. This is the journey. And it's a very simple thing to say कि मैं तो अपने फील को, बट इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू डू, क्योंकि हमारे को मतलब जन्मों जन्मों से और शुरू से हमारी फ्रॉम टाइम वी हैव बीन गिवन दिस मैसेज दैट वी आर इनकम्प्लीट ऑल द टाइम. आवर पेरेंट्स टेल अस ग्रेड्स अच्छे होने चाहिए, पढ़ाई में अच्छा बनो, तभी तुम्हारी अच्छी शादी होगी, तभी तुम्हारी पैसे आएंगे, तभी तुम्हें खुशी मिलेगी. राइट? ऐसे कहते हैं ना हम. क्यों कहते हैं? बिकॉज वी आर सेल्स बिलीव दैट that is the reason, this is how to get happiness, so we tell our children also. The whole society tells you this. Everything this is all you know. Everywhere around you, this is all you see. Even people you love, people you respect, people you hold in honor, they say the same thing. So this is ingrained in us. It's become a deep habit. To change that is not easy. Just by my telling you this, or even Gita telling you this, is not going to change it. It's like a cigarette smoker, right? अभी आपने देखा होगा, even doctors who are lung specialists, they do lung surgery. They write articles on how cigarette smoking is bad. They will tell their patients, no, you're killing yourself, don't smoke. वो खुद अपना हैबिट नहीं छोड़ सकते.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's not about knowing, it's about habits. So हम अपनी हैबिट नहीं छोड़ सकते कि दुनियादारी में हमको रहना है, हमको ये चाहिए, हमको जब तक नहीं मिलेगा हम खुश नहीं होंगे, मिलेगा तो हम खुश होंगे. दिस संसार की जो हैबिट है, वी कांट गेट रिड ऑफ इजीली, बट वी कैन गेट रिड ऑफ इट. मे बी नॉट इजीली, बट वी कैन. अभी तक वी हैव नेवर इवन ट्राइड. नोबडी इवन टोल्ड अस कि दिस हैबिट इज व्हाट इज कॉजिंग यू योर प्रॉब्लम्स. नोबडी टोल्ड अस. नाउ गीता इज टेलिंग अस. We are listening. For the first time, we are getting a message which is the opposite of what we've got all along in our world, in our life. We are getting a different message. So a new seed is sown. अब वो सीड को आप पानी दोगे, वो बढ़ेगा, प्लांट बनेगा, पावरफुल ट्री बनेगा. राइट? बनेगा. It will take time, and you'll have to water it. You'll have to take care of it in the beginning. Then afterwards, it will grow. So that is the way to think about it. So far, following everything?
Yes.
Meeta, following?
Sorry.
Oh,
Yes. Yes.
you were on mute.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't realize. And Sangeeta, following?
या
Okay. So
तो
if
क्या
we
डिफरेंस है
हाँ,
एक ज्ञानी में और एक
संसारी,
संसारी में?
क्या डिफरेंस है बताओ? टेल मी.
हाँ, आपने जो अभी समझाया वो मेरे को समझ में आया, लेकिन मतलब तो ज्ञानी का स्टेट ऑफ माइंड कैसा होता है?
Jnani is
How does he act? How does he do these sansari act?
This is so funny. It's exactly same question that Arjun asked Krishna Bhagwan. When Krishna Bhagwan told him about the Jnani, he said, oh, how does he walk? How does he talk? How does he sit? It's exactly the same question. Literally, hoo-ba-hoo. No, I mean, and you can see in the Gita also, he says, ऐसा ऊपर से कोई difference नहीं है. Right? It's all, the difference is all inside. ऊपर से हो सकता है आप ही ज्ञानी हो, मुझे नहीं पता. हाँ, हो सकता है, लेकिन दे से ओनली टू पीपल नो whether you are a ज्ञानी or not. एक तो आप खुद जानते हो और दूसरा आपका गुरु. Only these two people know that you are a ज्ञानी or not ज्ञानी. Nobody else really knows. थोड़ा सा फर्क होता है because you'll find that if you're a ज्ञानी, that means if you're not seeking expectations. You don't have expectations from people. If you're not demanding from people, naturally people get drawn to you. It's just a natural happening. We all like to go to people who are not asking all the time, who are happy to give. We all get drawn to such people who are always smiling, who are always happy, who are always willing to give. So you'll see Gyanis are usually well-liked people because they have no reason to be unpleasant. They have no reason to be demanding. So they are well-liked. They're at peace. Because they're at peace, everybody around them also feels at peace with them. So that is one thing you can say about the Gyanis. But otherwise, the main difference is in your attitude. Is what do you think about yourself? What do you know about yourself? Do you think of yourself as this limited being who has come and will go and cease to exist? And, how do you see yourself as Atma? Which is you see yourself as God, as not in a bad way, not that मैं भगवान हूँ और बाकी भगवान नहीं है. सब कुछ भगवान है. मैं भी भगवान हूँ, आप भी भगवान हैं. सब भगवान का अंश है. सब बराबर है. सब everybody is deserving of respect, right? And everybody is complete in themselves. So this kind of an attitude is a Gyani attitude. So as we go further, we'll go deeper, but the difference is all inside only. It reflects outside because what you are inside shows up and people respond to it. But actually the difference is inside. You don't have to be in a cave. You don't have to be in the Himalayas. You don't have to wear orange clothes. You don't have to be a Swami. You don't have to be, you can be any, you can be a Bhangi also. You can be, and you can be a Gyani. There's no, Bhagwan Ji is very clear. In fact, Gita even says you can be a criminal also. The moment you realize your truth, you will drop those criminal acts and you will become a Gyani. But the first thing in this whole journey, the first step is to understand and see in your own life your own samsara, your own samsara.
Hmm.
That is the first step. And this is also not easy to do. See, हमको ये मैं बता रहा हूँ आपको, हर टेंडेंसी हम सुन लेते हैं, हम समझ भी जाते हैं, लेकिन डीप डाउन हमको नहीं लगता हम संसारी हैं. हमको लगता है हम ठीक हैं. राइट. समटाइम्स. एंड अगर कभी लड़ाई होती है तो दूसरे आदमी का फॉल्ट है. मैंने जैसे कभी कभी मेरी और कविता की लड़ाई होगी तो हमको लगेगा मैंने इतना करा है फॉर दिस रिलेशनशिप, सारे कॉम्प्रोमाइजेस तो मैं कर रहा हूँ, राइट. उसने क्या कॉम्प्रोमाइज करे हैं? आधे करे हैं मेरे से. दिस इज नॉट फेयर. Why should I be the only one compromising? So I get angry. Then I feel my anger is justified because there's a good reason why I'm angry.
Mm.
So at that moment, I don't see my samsara being the cause of my anger. I say it's Kavita's habit which is the cause of my anger. That is an incomplete understanding of samsara. I still have work to do because I have to truly understand what is causing this anger, what is causing this pain. And I have to see my own samsara because I have a expectation. I feel that the kind of sacrifice I make for the marriage is the right sacrifice. And I'm not realizing that the other person is also making sacrifices in a different way. Those are sacrifices from that person's perspective, based on what they think is right. And they will be thinking, ये कुछ नहीं कर रहा, मैं कर रही हूँ सारे sacrifices. Correct? So both of us might feel we are justified. And then both of us are in the grip of samsara. So for me to fully understand samsara, I have to understand my own samsara in my life. I have to see how clearly how my attitude is causing my suffering. This is a long process, easier said than done, but this is the first exercise that we have to do. Only after we are clear that my suffering is actually a cause, is related or is driven or caused by my samsara, my attitude, only then we are ready for the next step. समझे? आप देखोगे, when you now go back and live your life, you'll find many instances where you'll feel justifiably angry. You'll feel justifiably, uh, outraged, or you'll say, "मैं ठीक हूँ, that person is not right." This will happen again. This will happen, and you will say, "No, no, no. I cannot believe that my anger, my depression, my unhappiness is because of my own samsara." You'll say, "I can't understand this. I can't believe it." And you have to work on it slowly, slowly, slowly. You have to assume that what Gita is saying is right. It is your attitude, and you have to find how your attitude has affected your happiness today.
No, but sometimes it so happens, I have seen a person is trying to, help someone in whatever way, चाहे बात करके, चाहे कोई अपना सजेशन देके, बट वो एक बैकफायर हो जाता है. तो
Yeah.
उसमें हमारी क्या पोजीशन है, हम फिर कहाँ पे हैं?
मतलब you're trying to help and it
Suppose
backfires.
I am trying to help someone just by some suggestion or something, and it's not going well with the other person, and
Right.
it bounces back.
Yeah.
फिर
Then you stop.
हाँ,
So
then
now see, I'll tell you how this works, okay?
how this works then.
Yeah. See, when you say that it backfires,
Yeah.
what
The
are you
other
trying to
person is not liking it,
Anji?
The other person is not liking it.
Correct, right?
Yeah.
So backfires का मतलब क्या हुआ? Basically, what is happening is, I mean, most probably, is that we are trying to help the other person,
Yeah.
and in return, we are expecting the other person to be grateful, to be acknowledge our help, to acknowledge the fact that I'm trying to help him. Give me that little acknowledgement. Don't give me money, don't give me too much, just give me a little acknowledgement. At least recognize that I'm trying to help you. This expectation is there. है ना? When that doesn't happen, when that person reacts from his own viewpoint and sees things differently from his own viewpoint and shouts back at you instead of being nice to you or grateful to you, that's what you call backfire. So, where is your samsara in this? Your samsara is in the expectation. Your samsara is in the expectation that that other person will see your actions the way that you see them, the way that you intended them. Right? Imagine what will happen to a Gyani. If a Gyani is trying to help this other person, he has no such expectations and no sensitivity कि मुझे बुरा कहेगा, अच्छा कहेगा, मुझे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. When the Gyani tries to help the other person is shouting, the Gyani will say, कोई बात नहीं, ठीक है, if you don't understand, that's fine. मैं हट जाती हूँ, पीछे हो जाता हूँ. No harm done. But वो हम नहीं करते, right? हमको तो बुरा लगना शुरू हो जाता है. वो बुरा क्यों लगता है? Because behind our help is an expectation. It's not a clean help. It's not a pure help, in a way. I'm not saying blaming you for it. All of
No,
us,
I'm
everybody.
किसी का incident, friend of
Yeah.
mine.
Exactly. Just an example.
Just an example. So I
Just
was
an
just
example.
talking to her. So she is staying abroad only. So she was, उनका कोई family member is थोड़े बहुत anxiety है, कुछ है, तो she was trying to, just help her by just giving a one or two suggestions. But from the other side, उसको ये feelers आए कि मतलब it's not going well. So she was little upset.
Upset, right?
मैंने उसको बोला, मैं कहता, you forget about it ना,
Yeah,
just
exactly. Forget about it.
your pace, हाँ, just don't do
Exactly.
it.
You try to help
Help, हाँ.
the other person. The other person doesn't need it right now, or you're not able to help that other person right now.
She was trying to comfort one of her family members. So
Yeah.
उसको लगा नहीं होता है, said, forget it.
So that's exactly very simple samsara state. Because samsara is that all the good we do, samsara doesn't mean that you're doing a bad thing.
Yeah.
Samsara means you're doing good with expectation. हम अच्छा, like, मेरा दोस्त है, done very well in life, and very big shot, made a lot of money. Now he's saying, अब मेरी next stage है, I want to contribute to my alma mater. So मैंने खूब सारे डोनेशन देने हैं टू माय यूनिवर्सिटी. ठीक है, अब अच्छी बात है डोनेशन देना, लेकिन क्यों डोनेशन देने हैं? डीप इनसाइड ही वांट्स टू लीव अ लेगेसी. He'd like to see his name over there in that gold plaque. I donated so much money. Of course, it's a good thing. If you donate money, it will help the children. But it's not that you are doing it without expectation. It's not that you're less selfish than another person. Maybe you're less selfish, but you still are selfish. As long as that expectation is there, you are still a samsari. Now, I want to say this. Expectation is not a bad thing. It's not that we should not have expectation, because then we can't live with our life.
Yeah.
It's impossible to live a life without expectation. What I'm saying is, what Gita is asking us to do is not to remove expectation. Gita is requiring us to understand that our expectation is causing us some problem. That's all. So, for example, if you are, like, let's say your friend who was trying to help, so she was helping with expectation, which is perfectly fine. Gita is not saying help another person without expectation. That is not possible. That will come when it comes. Right now, you have expectation, that's fine. Gita is saying, when that other person that backfires, if it backfires and it hurts you and you feel bad, then recognize that feeling bad is not because of the other person. It's because of your expectation. That's all. That's all you need to do. Let the expectation be in place, no problem. But just realize that the hurt that you're feeling is because of that expectation not being met, not because the other person is a bad person. So what you do by this is, when you do this, when you say I'm feeling the hurt because the expectation is not being met, you are recognizing samsara in yourself. You're not saying I want to get rid of samsara. No, that is not the first stage. That is the last stage. Okay. First stage is recognize the samsara in yourself. So just understand, next time you feel hurt, see, oh, my expectation, that's why I got hurt. Just that. And that will give you peace right there. You will feel a lot better right there. Ego is a big thing. You can say people have ego. Some people say ego is bad. That is not what Gita says. It doesn't say ego is bad. Ego is the most natural thing for a human being to have. Ego is the basis of samsara. Samsara is not bad. इसे अगर बैड होता तो भगवान ने कैसे बनाया संसार? तो भगवान ने ही बनाया ना, बैड तो नहीं है. इट जस्ट इज देयर. हम तो ये कह रहे हैं, संसार को ये नहीं कह रहे कि संसार शुड बी रिमूव्ड. वी आर सेइंग राइट नाउ, वी जस्ट वांट टू एक्नॉलेज संसार. Similarly, ego, I just want to acknowledge my ego and see how my ego is causing me pain. That's all I want to do. Not saying कि मैं अपने आप को बुरा मानूं. Oh, I'm such a useless person. I can't control my ego. No, we don't want to feel worse about ourselves. We want to feel better about ourselves. We want to say, we know we can see ourselves. We can see the ego in ourselves. We can see the samsara in ourselves. That is first step. Don't do anything with it. Don't try to change it. Don't try to remove it. Nothing. Just see.
Discriminate कि क्या है मतलब
Yes. Just see clearly. See clearly.
clearly see
Yes.
what it is.
See clearly and be convinced that, yeah, that is what is causing me this thing. This is the first step of knowledge. Because जब तक ये ऐसे नहीं होगा ना, हमको पता नहीं चलेगा कि एक्चुअली क्या हो रहा है. हमको लगेगा कि दुनिया हमको कर रही है सब कुछ. Whereas what is happening is हमारा मन कर रहा है.
हमारा मन
वो हमको कैसे पता चलेगा वो जब तक हम अपने मन को देखेंगे नहीं,
देखे
है ना? ये बुकिश नॉलेज नहीं है. इट्स नॉट कि मैंने कह दिया आपको या गीता ने कह दिया इसलिए आपने मान लिया. ये आपको अपनी जिंदगी में देखना है.
प्रैक्टिस करना पड़ेगा ना.
हाँ,
You
ये
have to
देख जिंदगी में
contemplate,
यू टू एक्सपीरियंस इट. या
recognize one's own self.
मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम आदमी क्या करेगा, दूसरी बारी हेल्प नहीं करने की कोशिश करेगा. दैट मीन्स to reach this stage is very difficult, where you keep on getting hurt and keep on helping, and finally you reach K doesn't affect you. Am I right,
absolutely,
Nitu?
absolutely right. Because once you realize that it is your expectation which is
Your
causing you
own
pain,
problems.
then
The problem lies
you will not
with
stop
you.
helping. You will help in a different way, or you will say, I'll try to have a little less expectation.
Right.
It's not that you will try. अपने आप ही कम हो जाएगी थोड़ी सी. You know, it's by seeing something like this, it automatically reduces it. Right? So this is what it means to understand the samsara. To understand the samsara in yourself first, as a first step. Once in your mind there is no doubt कि my problem is samsara. ऐसी स्थिति में हमको जाना चाहिए. It will take some time. जैसे आप अपनी जिंदगी को देखोगे, कैसे आप हर्ट हो रहे हो, कैसे क्या क्या हो रहा है, then over time you will come to a conclusion. That conclusion is, I realize without a doubt that my samsara is my problem. You will realize दुनिया बिल्कुल ठीक है. मैं ये सोचती थी अब तक कि दुनिया ही खराब है. वो ट्रम्प ने वहां कर दिया, उसने ये कर दिया, उसने वो कर दिया. अगर ट्रम्प ना होता, उसकी जगह ओबामा होता तो कितना अच्छा होता. अगर मोदी की जगह दूसरा होता तो कितना अच्छा होता. ऐसे हम सोचते हैं कि दुनिया खराब है, दुनिया अच्छी है, दुनिया बुरी है. दुनिया के बारे में सोचते हैं. व्हाट दिस इज ट्राइंग टू डू इज
अपने
अपने
बारे
अपने अंदर देखो and see how your ego and your expectation is causing you grief. And once
problem.
this becomes second nature, once this becomes 100% clear to you कि तुम्हारा जो संसार है, that is what is causing you the pain, then you are on the path to changing it. But abhi you can't change. Abhi you just have to see. That's all. वो seeing is also not easy. That is
Okay.
also वो भी मुश्किल है. ठीक है. बट अभी सिर्फ देखो. And then you're on first stage, which is a samsari. You're moving from a samsari to a yogi. The big difference between a yogi and a samsari, huh? A samsari is living in samsara without understanding that he is in samsara. That's a samsari. A yogi is living in samsara, but with the understanding that I am in samsara.
Definitely.
That is a yogi. And a jnani has conquered samsara. That is a different stage altogether. So right now we are moving from samsari to yogi. We are on the cusp. Let's not jump to jnani. Okay? Neither we'll have problems. We'll go right back, further back into samsari. In fact, this is exactly what Bhagwan Krishna tried to tell Arjun. After his second chapter, ना जब थर्ड शुरू हुआ, तो अर्जुन ने भगवान से पूछा, आपने मुझे कहा कि सारा आंसर तो आत्मज्ञान है, तो मैं क्यों जाके लड़ाई करूं? मैं तो जाके सन्यासी बनना चाहता हूं. So Bhagwan told him, if you jump to a sannyasi right now, you're going to have miserable life because you will be completely dissatisfied with yourself. You can't get rid of samsara like this and say, मैं तो अब सन्यासी बन जाऊंगा. You have to first be a yogi. Yogi is a person who's trying to understand, who's slowly working on things. ठीक है? Enough for today.
Very interesting.
It is very interesting, no doubt about it. It's very interesting, very practical, very real, very
Inculcating is very difficult.
no, no.
Difficult.
And
But we will
you
inculcate. I'm
realizing
telling
your
you.
ego is there.
No, you have to realize this is the first time we are trying these things. You lived
Yes.
70, 75, 80, 90, पता नहीं कितने years, 60 years, 40 years, 30 years in the case of everybody, without ever knowing this. Now, for the first time we are hearing it, it will take a little time.
Lots of time.
No, not lots of time, little time.
So, what effort, like every day you make in the morning when you get up, that I need to, if I need to change, I feel कि हाँ ठीक है मेरे को introspection करना है, तो मैं रोज एक कदम ऐसा क्या लूं? What one thing that I should do every day and then keep going towards that?
Okay, I'll give you my understanding of that now because मैंने अब काफी साल हो गए हैं मुझे ये करते हुए. I think one thing which will really help is if every day you express your gratitude to Ishwar in the morning. Express your gratitude for all the things you have. You have a wonderful functioning body. You have children. You have a house. You have wealth. You have security. You have food on the table every day. You have some friends. All this, you have the next breath. You're breathing. Every day, remember to express that gratitude to Ishwar. And this seems like a very small thing. Seems कि इससे क्या होगा? But it's a very big thing. Because it starts changing your mindset. It starts making you feel good about Ishwar and good about yourself. Because you are finding what is good in you, what is good about you. Instead of being in a state where you are saying मेरे में ये कमी है, मुझे ये चाहिए, मुझे वो भी चाहिए, मुझे कल एक बड़ा घर चाहिए, वो चाहिए. Instead of thinking like this, you are introducing
Thank
a
for what
different
you
thought.
have.
You're saying जो है बहुत अच्छा है, and thank you God. That is a very important in your inquiry. It will help us a lot in our inquiry. Because then we'll say मेरे में ego भी है, कोई बात नहीं, लेकिन ये बाकी सब कुछ भी तो है. Then when you have that acceptance of the ego, that acceptance, then you'll be able to see the ego more clearly. अगर तुमको ये लगेगा कि ईगो बड़ी बुरी बात है, मेरे में नहीं होनी चाहिए, तुमको दिखेगी नहीं. You'll refuse to see it. So this being grateful for everything that you have, I find is a very powerful sadhana. Very simple sadhana. And you can be doing it for a few minutes in the morning or, जैसे मम्मी तो ऐसे करती है ना, वो खाना खाने से पहले नारायण she'll just do this jap, ऐसे करेंगी. या सरला मासी करती थी, right? Maybe with feeling, just once in a while, whenever कभी तुम अकेले में हो, you're outside enjoying the scenery outside. If you're in Switzerland, enjoying the lakes, whatever, or in India, in Delhi, enjoying the trees, whatever you're doing, if you remember God and say, thank you, God, just that's very good sadhana, in my opinion. Simple.
Basically, it's like दो चीजें तो that I have already inculcated, शुक्राना और मुस्कुराना, ये चीजें ही हैं दो.
Oh, that's great. I'll continue that. That is wonderful.
Yeah.
शुक्राना और मुस्कुराना.
शुक्राना और मुस्कुराना.
Yeah, very nice.
God bless you, Nitu.
Oh, thank you, Didi.
Giving us
God bless all
such
of
a
us.
good knowledge now.
कल gratitude में
How
कल
to
नित्तू
live
भैया
life.
को भी हम लेंगे.
क्या लेंगे?
Gratitude में कल नित्तू भैया का भी gratitude.
No.
Yes.
All of you, I'm very grateful for. I mean, we are all the same, I just
Yes.
learned this a few years before you. That's all. That's the only difference. And so maybe I'm one step forward in understanding or in knowing this?
Just 2 days back, I was remembering that I came with my grandmother to see you when you were born in Kirtanagar. Mega dekho, that was the time
Yeah.
when you were born, and I came with my Radhe to meet you. Or how now you are
Thank you.
teaching us how to live this life, which is very, very great. We are very grateful for all this.
Arey Kamal ji.
Well, really,
It's
bilkul.
okay. Nahi. People have taught me, and I'm also a work in process. I'm not a Gyani.
Really, and
Yeah. So we are all sharing and learning.
really missing Sarla Masi also, because
Yeah.
I used to just tell her, वो कहते हैं कि क्षण क्षण प्रलय होगी, क्षण क्षण प्रलय होगी. Now I'm remembering her कि ये
Yeah.
क्षण क्षण प्रलय ही चल रही है
Correct.
at the moment. Really, we are very grateful to God for giving us this family
Yeah.
to live with it. Thank you, God, for giving us
Okay.
Nitu
Chalo.
and
So we'll see you guys in
Tamal.
2 weeks, okay?
Okay, Nitu.
All right.
Take care. Good
Bye.
night.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good. Bye.
Okay.